Hey guys, welcome back to AF Farmz for our Silverrun forest series. So you can see we've had a bit of a tidy up on our logging area. We've come up with a bit of a solution to our log movement issue by putting a fence in. So I'll get to that in just a minute. But I'm just going to go through and clean up these stumps because they're becoming a real nuisance at the moment. Okay, we'll get rid of this stump just here. Good stuff. Alright, let's get this one just here. You may also notice I've painted the ground, the forest ground texture. So the reason why I've done that is just to get a bit of visual on the ground around me. Ooh. And you can actually paint through all the brush, so it's just a bit of a cheat's way of, not really a cheat's way, but just another way of moving all those bushes out of the way without having to go through the process of mulching. So let's get this one here. Yeah, let's get this one here. So this print off is pretty good for the Raptor 300. Is pretty good for getting rid of stumps. Does a very good job very quickly. Let's get this one behind. And I've also used the silage. It's a silage tool. This other print off. I'll just jump in it quickly. So it's the print off Elite Wolf Agri Power. So it looks like a snowmobile or a snowplow, but in game it's primarily used for silage, or at least that's what they recommend. But I used it to push these logs up against that fence, just to make the loading and unloading a little bit easier. So let's just wrap up, get rid of all these stumps, and then we'll have a look at the little fenced area. Okay, good stuff. So we got some rocks there, so actually I wonder if I can mulch this downy serviceberry. I think I can. There we go. Be very, very good for mulching, this is. Saves a lot of time. There we go, that's good. Gets them in one go, which I like. Okay, good. It's just a little bit annoying to have to raise and lower it every time you want to get to a stump. Okay, there's a little stump just here. So the reason why it's good to clear this area is because it just makes these logs move a little bit easier. I don't want to get my lengths of timber. So let's just have a quick squeeze around this way. I don't think there was one hiding just behind here. Okay, and we're good. Oh, there's one more over that way, which I'll get in a second. So basically what we've done is we'll jump into the build mode. I'll put this fence in. Okay, so this fence acts basically like just a stop. So I'm actually going to extend it while we're here. So it's this particular fence here. So I'm going to just give it a bit of a yeah, let's just go like that. Just so it helps funnel in any pieces. So they all line up against this this back wall here. And it's the world's strongest fence, clearly, because it can take all these logs being pushed up against it at great speed, which you're about to see. So we'll go around here. We are going to push our... So this is basically how I've moved them. So you can see there. Basically what I need to do is just get that other log to turn a little bit. And the plan is when I want to load a trailer, I can basically just get my loading fork and just come into that pile, pick up a bunch, and then go from there. The other thing too is I could put a shipping container at either end and push the logs into it for auto loading, which is also an option. And you can see how quickly we're able to move the logs out of the main area and into a bit of a holding sort of situation. So rather than trying to pick them up, just push them around. I actually remember doing this with pallets when the game was new, before there was any auto load on console. And when you get the logs turned on their side like that, you can basically just come in, scoop them all up, and they will generally all stay together. So I'll hit that on a bit of an angle, try and turn that one around. Nice. So I'm feeling pretty good about how this has turned out. So this is going to help with our log storage, log handling. Because this this silage pusher, if you will, is really perfect for this task. So let's just get these little logs here. Just got to make sure the blade is nice and flat when you do this. Cool. The bigger the logs, actually the better this works, because the smaller logs tend to get jammed up under the blade of this machine and can be a little bit problematic. But you can adjust the angle this way. You can adjust the up and down, and you can adjust the tilt that way. So let's just try and get underneath this. So it just helps you get underneath items. I mean, perfect for silage. Also really good for logs, apparently. So I'm just going to change that angle back a little bit. Get these last few logs. And I'm also going to have a look for a few mods for how to... so I believe there's a mod for the grain, the timber, the timber container. Let's see if we can get all these guys over here. So I'm pretty sure the only way in the base game is to pick it up with a forklift, bring the container over, and then you got to load it onto the truck. So you need a flatbed, like low loader. Probably just go and pick this up, actually. Be a little bit easier. Come on, where are we? Get that out of the way, and there's one just here. Okay. There we go, nicely done. Okay, let's just park this up out of the way for the moment. I'm going to get this other stump that I just missed before. Alright, looking good. Okay, let's go and cut down some more trees. Turn the tree harvester on. Okay, let's go get some of these ones over here. And what I'll try and do is I'll come back into this area where I can to give me a nice, easy loading space. Let's get this one in position. Should be able to drag this one around a little bit further. So you can already see our logging is going to be a little bit more efficient now, because we've got a nice big area to work in. So each time I cut down a tree, I can just drag it back into this sort of area. It's just going to make life that much easier. Okay, let's drag him out. So I use a combination of the stump grinder, combination of the Agri Power machine. Let's go. I don't think that's quite aligned correctly. There we go. Whoa, that was a 15 meter length. Okay, that's probably a little bit too long. Let's go back to 9 meters. So what I'll do quickly is I will chainsaw that one in half. So what sort of tree variety is that? That's lodgepole pine. Looks like we've got a big American elm just there, so that's not going to be able to be cut down by this. Now you can, there's new productions in the Platinum expansion for the boat. So there's a boat factory. It basically launches one boat every day at 2 PM. And you get around about 300,000, I think. Okay, let's cut those. 300,000 per boat, but you need cotton as well. So we're going to have to get some. We're going to have to get some cotton on go. There's a couple of other things you can get involved with productions. Okay, get this tree harvester to line up. That'll be great. Okay, there we go. So it looks like a big one. Yeah, so rather than picking up the logs and trying to load them into a loading area, just pushing them is going to be so much quicker. Right, let's try and get this one just here. So I'll cut this one, and then we'll do a bit of a cleanup. Alright, looking good. Okay, let's get into this one here. So what we'll do is we'll move this out the way. Actually, while we're going, we'll get rid of this downy service berry straight ahead. Yeah, we'll get rid of this small pine. Another downy service berry. Get rid of these stumps. And you can sort of see how this works. I mean, look at this. So much quicker. It's quite handy that this area is nice and flat, actually. Okay, let's push this in here somewhere. There we go. So that's going to be super handy for potentially loading some containers. So I may not even use the logging trailer, to be honest. So look at this. Look how many logs I'm moving. And if you want to steer it, you just get on the angle. Look at that. That's so much quicker. See how many logs we got in there? Yeah, that's going to be full. I'm going to fill that up. Might take a while, but we'll get there. So let's just move these two. So what will happen here is this one should turn around on itself, and it'll join the pile nice and parallel. let's get these guys here. So they're in a bit of a harder spot to get to. But we should still be able to get them. So what I'll do here is I'll just try and drive over this one, come back around the other way if I don't get stuck. Getting stuck on some stumps here, which is a bit annoying, but I've made them probably a little bit too high. Oh, come on, dude, let's go. Okay, hopefully we should get all these. So, what at the last minute, I'll sort of just flick them. There we go. This is definitely one way to improve your logging efficiency. I'm just going to mulch that piece. Might even just pick it up. We're going to go mulch this American elm. And I've painted the forest ground texture. That's what we're seeing just here. So if I get up off of this, go down. Yeah, nicely done. Alright, I'm going to mulch that. I've tried to pick it up. Not going to happen. Okay, let's go and hit this tree stump just here. So I think you can use the shipping container on the train as well. So I think we might do that next episode. I might get a 40-foot container. So we'll just tidy up these stumps, and then that'll be it for this episode. So yeah, I think next episode what we'll do is we'll get the big forklift, and we will try. Actually, I might just try and use our front loader, big Volvo, and see if we can't. There we go. See if we can't load up on the pallet fork. So there's a pallet fork. It's just got to be the right width. Which I think it is. There's also a big forklift somewhere on the map that you can use. Might be at the sawmill. Not 100% sure on that one. So if I cycle through my vehicles, yeah, it's only through the vehicles that I've leased. It's not the vehicles. Yeah, so what I'm thinking is I can put like a shipping container, like either just on the end here, so I'll just delete the fence, and then put a fence, like once this is filled up, and then just push all the logs into the shipping container that way. The reason why I've gone the flat side on this side is to not have those posts get in the way. and we can get a nice little pile going. Cool. Alright. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Leave a comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.